Yeah, you can share. Already I given.
Okay.
Yeah, you are a co-host. You can share. Once again, please try.
I'm not able to share. Yeah. One second, please. I'm sharing my PPT. Is it visible? Is the PPT visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. Thank you. So, as a teacher educator, in fact, we have a self-development project, and in that we have three components. So one is yoga and communication skills. Third one is life skills. So here I have made use of Ashtanga Yoga for making my students to learn to improve their communication skills. And what is Ashtanga Yoga? It is 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga. Yesterday, even my colleague Elisha sir has been talking about the Ashtanga Yoga. So Ashtanga Yoga for holistic health. So we have oriented our students towards the holistic health by making them aware of this Ashtanga Yoga. Am I audible?
Yes, madam. It's.
So thank you. So if you see the definition of WHO regarding health, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Now, if we want optimal health, so we need to have physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, and social health. So physical health can be achieved by following the asanas, and social health. What is social health? So by improving our relationships with the family, neighbors, and colleagues, etc., we can achieve the social skills, and also by helping others, by having empathy, sympathy. So we improve our social skills, and even in life skills also we have these. Now these two aspects, physical and social health, contribute to mental as well as emotional health and spiritual. In fact, nowadays we see many atheists, and but spiritual is even how you really think, not merely participating in the rituals, etc., but how you change your attitude and evolve as a person. So Patanjali Maharshi had suggested this Ashtanga Yoga long back. And what are these Ashtanga Yangas? So yesterday, even my colleague was talking about these Angas. Anga means limbs, Yamas and Niyamas. And the first two Angas. And third one is asanas. Most of the time, in fact, everyone is talking about, whenever they talk about uh, yoga, they are talking about only asanas and pranayama. But in fact, all these angas are Ashtanga Yoga. And we need to really practice all these simultaneously. Then only we can be a holistic person. We need to come out of that attitude that yoga is equal to asanas, but this is only one part of the Ashtanga Yoga. One needs to understand and practice all the angas to get 100% benefit. So I rather have given importance to yama and niyama. Why I have given importance to yama and niyama more is, all of you know that how we have so many problems in the society. And I thought of rather orienting my students related to Yama and Niyama more. Many problems in the society arise due to the ego problems people have, and people won't have ego problem when they think they are able to win in life due to the God's blessings. Like we'll talk about that in the niyamas, that is surrender to the God. And before that, let me come to yamas. What are yamas? Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. So how we have, I have made these my students practices. Like we had discussions on these yama and niyama. So what I have done is I made my student teachers understand yama with a brief explanation of what each niyama means. Like ahimsa means not simply being physically following ahimsa, non-violence, but also even in thought, not rather hurting others, even in thoughts, word, deeds. And then Satya, being truthful to self. First, you have to be truthful to self and also to others. And Asteya, we know that nowadays people are so greedy that they go on accumulating things and they want to grab things. And so by making my students aware of this Asteya, that one should not try to steal from others and should not try to swallow public money and properties, because they are going to be future citizens and they are going to train their students also. And they should not accept bribes. So rather, we had lots of discussions on these Asteya, Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya. We know that how people, so many rapes are happening, and so we had discussion about this also, how one has to follow celibacy and use appropriate right energy in even the married people in Brahmacharya. And then Aparigraha, how one should not be greedy and should not have the tendency to hoarding, accumulating things and properties, etc. So, because many evils in the world are due to this greedy nature of the people. And by practicing yamas in the daily life, changes, the attitude changes, and because of that, people can become better human beings. And so we had discussion about these yamas, and then a brainstorming session was also conducted to discuss about the practicality and usefulness. So I asked them whether it is really true. Can we follow this ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, aparigraha? So it was really an enlightening session. So students really enjoyed this. They too have come out with various examples. So then we had, so I rather dedicated one class exclusively to this yama, and then we also, another day, we had a session on niyama. There we had an open discussion on niyamas like Saucha, Santosha. Saucha is, yesterday we had a session like how we need to be clean. So unless you are clean, you cannot sit for pranayama. You cannot even, unless you have clean mind, you cannot sit for pratyahara, proceed to dharana. So we had a discussion on Saucha, and then Santosha, that is very much required. We need to be content with whatever we have. All the time people are, whatever they have, whatever high position they reach, whatever properties they have, they're not content. So the importance of Santosha, and then how one has to concentrate, and rather I focused on this tapas, that is, even education is like tapas. And Swadhyaya is in fact like old wine in the new bottle. Now we have life skills. In fact, all these were given long ago by our Patanjali Maharshi. So all these life skills were mentioned. If you practice all those.
Dr. Katyayani, madam, are you using this
Swadhyaya
PowerPoint?
is can be achieved. It is already suggested, and we have in the life skills. how you need to be aware of your plus points, minus points, and introspect. Even in Pratyahara also, we do this, and so that we can eliminate all the negative thinking and we can overcome all these negative ideas also. And already I said that, Yeswara Pranidhana, because of that, people, won't develop this ego.
Excuse me, Katyayani madam.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, but it's audible. The thing is, are you using these slides?
Okay. I am talking about Niyama, sir. Presently, okay. Is it visible?
Only text is visible, but nothing is there that I am saying.
Yeah. So I'll move the slide. So our students sat in groups and they have come out with the examples related to the niyamas. And so that is how we had various sessions on yama and niyama. Yeah, is it visible, sir? Slide?
No, madam. Only visible your Word file only. It's not PowerPoint mode. Yeah, that.
Okay.
Go back once again and select the right file.
Come back. Otherwise, even in the Word file, I can move and show.
You can, madam. You move it. Excuse me. If not, please you stop this presentation and you please read out or explain. Is it audible to you, madam? Dr.
Sorry. Yeah, share screen there. Yeah, now can you see? Sir, are you able to see the Ashtanga?
No, yes? Yeah, now okay. Now okay. You please.
Okay. So we had sessions related to the yamas and niyamas. So I hope everyone has got my point that yoga means not simply asanas and pranayama, but it is 8 angas. And we need to focus more on yamas and niyamas, because yamas rather give you discipline, internal discipline, and niyamas lead you to the external discipline. So when you are able to rather balanced with the balanced mind, then only you can sit for pranayama and pratyahara. You can move towards that. That is why, in fact, even Sri Ravi Shankar. So what he said is that I'll look that. So what is that? Yoga has 8 limbs, like a chair which has got 4 legs. Each one is connected to the whole. If you pull one leg, the whole chair collapses. So when the body is developing, the whole body develops together. All the organs of the body develop together. Not that the nose develops first and then the ears come. All the aspects, all the limbs of the body develop simultaneously. So we need to give importance to all the angas. And we need to give importance to practice, 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 practice. Even on the first day or second day, we heard that the expert was suggesting us to be practitioners. Then only we can have those benefits. Without practice, we cannot achieve those benefits. So we need to rather focus more on MR and EMRs, and being in the field of education, we need to develop values in the students. And it is the need of the hour that we need to develop the values, and so that they in future can develop that in the society. So these first two angas develop internal and external discipline, so that the person can be composed and balanced. And of course, asanas, we have been discussing all these 3 days. They improve our physical fitness, and we can get rid of any health problems we have, physical problems. And the fourth anga, experts have given us a lot of pranayamas, even in the morning session also. So it is like topping on the cake, contributing to overall fitness, the memory problem. It improves our memory, and then it improves our lung power and brain power, and we can get rid of anger, and we can control our emotions. Emotional health is increased. So all these angas, the first 4 angas, in fact, contribute to rather how we can live in this external world. And slowly from the external world you move to the internal world. And there Pratyahara, you rather try to remove all the negative thinking and try to focus and try to have clean mind. And it is inner part, we are focusing more and try to. And so from Pratyahara, you move to Dharana. And so here it improves, Dharana improves our concentration, ability. All the students, in fact, need to practice Pratyahara and Dharana. Even Pratyahara is the neglected one. Most of the people, they don't practice this Pratyahara. And they straight away talk about only meditation, but we need to move from Pratyahara, then Dharana, then we can go to Dhyana. So that is why I made my students, in fact, listen to audios. Here, I told you already that we had sessions. Their students were coming out with many examples. I am not able to move the slides, sir. Kishore, sir, I am not able to move my slides.
Madam, I think just see your computer only. Yeah, everything is clear, madam.
So I made my students listen to the lectures, videos rather, which were given by Sarva Priyananda of Ramakrishna Math. Some of you must have heard his lectures. He talked about like start these 5 practices of immediately if you wish to be yogi. That is the title. And another title is Pratyahara, withdrawal of senses. So, and Pravarajika Divyananda Prana, she is also from Ramakrishna Math, Yama and Niyama of Raj Yoga. And Hamsaji, again, her video related to Pratyahara. Sadguru's how to practice Pratyahara. And Sarva Priyananda's again on how to focus mind. So I made my students, like I made them into groups, and each group listened to one video. And here it is being used to develop their listening skills. So while listening, they wrote the draft, whatever, so they understood how much their listening skills are, their level of listening skills. Then they listened to that video again and prepared detailed notes. So note-making skills were also used here, along with listening skills. And I made the students group-wise present what they listened. So their presentation skills also improved. So here I was trying to improve their communication skills, as well as I was orienting them towards yoga. I think even in the the self-development project, it is written that we should integrate. So when we integrate like this, they rather get more focus on these Ashtanga Yoga. So these skills were used, these videos were used to improve these listening skills as well as presentation skills. And then we took the students to Gandhi Gyan Mandir, where the students learned about various asanas. So they taught almost 25 asanas in Gandhi Gyan Mandir, which is located in Koti. It has been serving the society for a very long time. So there they taught pranayama like Kapalbhati, Brahmari, Bastruka, and Anulom, Vilom, Nadi Shuddhi. So after like 1 hour, they were giving this session. And after coming back, again, students talked about what they practiced there and the health benefits of these. So that way, again, they improved their communication skills. So this is how I have integrated these Ashtanga Yoga activities to improve their communication skills. And if I have time, then I can talk about how these asanas really contribute. Of course, we have been listening to various experts, how these various Ashtanga Yogas help in the health. Shall I? Because I read in the article about this health benefits, how the physiological effects of yogic practices and transcendental meditation in health and disease. This is a research article which they have, where they have presented that regeneration of cells of pancreas due to abdominal stretching during yoga exercise, and this increases the metabolism of glucose in peripheral tissues, liver and adipose tissues through enzymatic process. And they also suggested that more active practices followed by relaxing ones lead to deeper relaxation than relaxing practices alone. And this was reported by the Swami Vivekananda Yoga Research Foundation near Bangalore city. And another report is that muscular relaxation, development, and improved blood supply to muscles might enhance insulin, because many problems suffer with diabetes nowadays. And then and this also increases glucose uptake by muscles and thus reducing blood sugar. And the improvement in the lipid levels after yoga could be due to increased hepatic lipase and lipoprotein lipase at cellular level, which affects the metabolism of lipoprotein and thus increase uptake of triglycerides by adipose tissues. And yoga postures can lead to improvement in the sensitivity of the B cells, the pancreas to the glucose signal, and also the improvement of insulin sensitivity in turn can be due to cumulative effect of performing the postures. And pranayama practices stretches the lung tissue, producing inhibitory signals from action of slowly adapting receptors and hyperpolarizing currents. These inhibitory signals coming from cardiorespiratory region are also believed to synchronize neural elements in the brain, leading to changes in the autonomic nervous system, and a resultant condition characterized by reduced metabolism and parasympathetic dominance. So pranayama modifies various inflatory and deflatory lung reflexes and interact with the central neural element to bring the new homeostasis of the body. And many research, they have reported that from those research articles that considerable health benefits, including improved cognition, that is your level of ability to understand things. So cognition, respiration, reduced cardiovascular risk, BMI, blood pressure, and diabetes mellitus are also possible when we practice these asanas and pranayama. And this influences our immunity, it improves our immunity levels and helps in achieving holistic health. So this is what I have done in my self-development project, and students also have reported all these, their learning outcomes in their records. So I hope you have understood the importance of your yama and niyamas and how it leads to the composed and balanced mind. So to enable a person to sit for pratyahara and dharana, and you know that unless a person is physically fit, he cannot sit for pranayama or dharana. So one has to be really physically fit, and that can be achieved only through asanas. And in fact, we did not go up to the samadhi, because if we can achieve the first 4 angas and slowly move towards pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, that itself is good enough. So I rather discussed only up to that level in my class. If we can reach up to dhyana level, that is very well and good. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Any questions?
Yeah, please once end your this presentation, madam.
Okay. How, sir?
Oh, there is an option. You just see that stop
Video.
Yeah. Stop sharing, madam.
Stop sharing. Okay. I'll go to share and
Okay, now okay, madam.
my paper rather is focusing more on how we can integrate this in the self-development project.
Yeah. Over to Dr. Madhukar, sir.
I would be happy if there are 1 or 2 questions.
Good afternoon, madam. It's a wonderful presentation. On the topic is Ashtanga Yoga for Holistic Health by Dr. Pratyahara, madam. Madam stressed upon 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga, that is yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharma, dhyana, samadhi. She did an empirical study practicing yoga with the students, BA students in her college. Any doubts? Madam,
I rather focused more on yama and niyama, because we need to improve the level, moral values in the students. So I was giving more importance to that and more videos on that.
Theory, practice rather than theory. They're practicing.
Because of course, asanas, pranayama, we made them learn in the Gandhi Gyan Mandir. So I was discussing using those videos related to yama, niyama to improve their moral values and to improve their communication skills.
Yes. Actually, madam, actually, it is expected from every college. We must do such kind of interventions. By that, we can understand the spirit behind this yoga. So, Dr. Pratyahara, madam, you have done wonderful manner. It's highly motivated. So the thing is, especially focused on yama and niyama. Such things are fundamental aspects. I think by that students will understand. So they will develop the fundamental ethics. So I'm so happy. So on behalf of University College of Education and all the organizations involved in this program, thank you very much, madam. Now we'll move. Already afternoon session is over. I think some question raised. Yeah, Vishwanath Mahajan, kindly unmute yourself.
Okay, good morning, madam. You have given wonderful session of this one, Ashtanga Yoga, madam. I have one doubt, madam. In many
Actually, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar has said that all the angas need to be practiced simultaneously. But
Yes.
what I feel is that, so Yama and Niyama prepare a person
Yes.
mentally. So internal discipline, external discipline is achieved. Then asanas make the person to be physically fit. Then pranayama, of course, overall fitness will improve. Then they can go for pratyahara, then dharana, dhyana. So slowly, it is rather hierarchical. That is how probably Patanjali has designed. That is what I feel. So simultaneously we cannot practice, but hierarchically, slowly we need from one to another.
Okay, madam. This is one of the Ashtanga Yoga. Patanjali Maharishi also given in Yama to last Samadhi.
Probably that is why he has put Yama and Niyama first.
Yes, madam. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What is my question, madam? Some of the institutions like XYZ, they are giving focus only the meditation. Meditation is the ultimate aim of salvation of our life. Without any Yama and Niyama, is it possible to meditation to like a?
Sir, if you have to sit in meditation with a disturbed mind, we cannot sit with disturbed mind, right?
Yes, madam.
So if you follow Yama Niyama,
Yes,
your mind is clear. Then Saucha means like clean thoughts and clean, not only physically, but you have clean thoughts. And if you follow like ahimsa and all those Yama Niyama, then your mind, you're balanced and your mind is not disturbed. So you can sit for meditation better.
Yeah, Supriya Garu.
Yeah, hello, good morning, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Dr. Pratyahara, thank you for your wonderful presentation on Ashtanga Yoga. I have one concern. I want my peers, my classmates to go through this, whatever session you have kept, like Ashtanga Yoga and all the yamas and niyamas, which help our physical body and help our cognitive developments in all those things. So how, because now as B.Ed students, we are only focused on exam point of view. So how I can help them to listen to them, or at least have one, swadhyaya or self-reflection on this topic. So what do you suggest regarding that?
So are they your students? So do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your point correctly.
Actually, Supriya madam expecting that
Yeah.
activities can be organized. This is the concept of Swadhyaya of the Ashtanga Yoga.
Like I am a B.Ed student and I'm also a yoga practitioner. So I want my peers also to, at least start to know what this is. So how can I encourage them to start this aspect and take a first step in? So what do you suggest? How can I do it?
Your peer group.
Yeah, my peer group.
Okay. So in fact, in life skills also we have this topic, right? Self-awareness.
Yes.
And in fact, that was suggested long back by Patanjali. All these life skills, in fact, if we practice Yama Niyama, we automatically get these life skills.
Yes.
So you can probably make them listen to those videos which I suggested, and then you can have a discussion. Like how I have done, is it really practical? Whatever Yama Niyamas in this present world, is it practically possible or not? You can have discussion so that they start at least thinking about it. That itself is good enough. If they start thinking about what is ahimsa, because many people simply hurt, not physically, but with words. And even at home, we see that domestic violence, people say that not that physical violence, even mentally with words in offices, so that ahimsa, talking in a polite manner, following the etiquette and giving respect to the other people. So listen to those videos by Sarvapriyananda and have discussion. That itself make them think. Let them come out with the views and never impose the ideas, your ideas on them. Let them come out with their own ideas, what their reflections, how they feel. Is it practically possible to think about the even many people had they were asking about the surrender to God. What is surrender to God? So by listening to these speeches, we can interpret taking various examples from the society. And contentment, that is the thing. Everyone is dissatisfied
Madam,
with whatever they have.
Katyayani
How
madam.
can we achieve contentment?
Katyayani madam,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt you.
Hmm.
Sorry to interrupt you because the 2 o'clock session will get delayed and
I
your
hope,
number you placed the post in the
Am I
chat
clear with my answer? Yes.
box. No, you're
Yeah.
absolutely clear in your presentation and all. Only because of paucity of time, I request.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Katyayani madam, for presentation. I request the person who is clarifying doubt, Katyayani madam, post your telephone number or mobile number in the chat.
Yeah.
She will have a personal interaction with you. Thank you
Yes.
so much and sorry for interruption. We can close the session now and join sharp at 2 o'clock because the person very highly experienced and expertise will be addressing us at 2 o'clock. Let us not delay. I request all the participants to join sharp by 2 o'clock so that we can commence the session on time, continue with other programs and end with the valedictory. Thank you so much. Please stay back on the platform till the end of the program. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. So it's a kind request to all the participants and teacher educators. In the afternoon session, there are 2 important sessions with highly experts resource persons. One is, I think you know that very important, that is Dr. Sanjay Malpani from Ayush Department and Yogasan Sports Federation, National Yogasan Sports Federation, Vice Chairman. So he will be addressing on importance of Yogasana sports for university level students. Most important, please you motivate all the students to participate, and teacher educators, please participate with same link. And after that, there is a Raghupati Pantulu Garu, highly expert in Panchakarma treatment. So he will give the exposure on Panchakarma and other aspects. So I'm requesting everyone, please join at sharp 2 o'clock with the same link. Thank you very much. Have a nice